All right, friend, welcome back to ArcheTAP. I am really glad that you are here. We are stepping into a new 6-day window, and for this stretch, the sun is moving through gate or gene key 19, which is the gate of attunement. The dates are January 28th to February 2nd. And this is one of those gates that does not announce itself loudly. It shows up quietly in the body and in the nervous system in that low hum of feeling something that really matters, even if you can't name it yet. So before we even get into the teaching, I want to normalize something. If you have been feeling a little tender, a little more emotionally aware than usual, a little hungrier for connection and comfort and reassurance. Or if you feel strangely empty, even when life is sort of looking fine on paper right now, nothing has gone wrong. Gate 19 is not about thinking, it is about sensing. Lives in the root chakra, but is attached through a channel to the emotional solar plexus. So it is emotional in nature. During this window, the collective field is going to turn up the volume on need, not as a problem, but as information. This is human design, gene keys time. This is not calendar time. We move through these gates in 6-day chapters, and each one highlights a different part of how humans experience life. 19 highlights the question of sufficiency. Do I have enough to stay open? Enough energy, enough support, enough safety, enough connection? And if that question feels familiar right now, it's not coincidence. That is the transit. So here is what gate 19 is expanding. 19 is called attunement, wanting, or approach, depending on the system that you're using. And I want to slow this down because quote unquote wanting gets a really bad rap. In 19, wanting isn't greed, it's awareness of need. This is the part of human design that can feel like what's missing in the field, what's missing in your outer world before anyone names it. 19 senses hunger, it senses tension and loneliness and imbalances. Not just in you, but in the people and the systems around you. This is why 19 people often become caregivers. By 19 people, I mean if you have this in your chart defined, or gene key 19 is a major theme in your chart, these people become caregivers, healers, teachers, animal lovers, animal communicators, or the emotional barometers in their families. This is the shadow of codependence. They feel it first, but without self-resourcing, this sensitivity can turn into codependence, not because of weakness, not because once upon a time, closeness literally meant survival. If you weren't bonded into a group, you didn't eat, you didn't stay warm, you didn't make it. So 19 is sensitive. We're talking about really true attunement to your inner environment and your outer environment and to bigger global universal systems that are in place. The ability to respond without being asked, to feel what's needed and offer it consciously to yourself and to the world. The highest vibration, the highest level of this is called a city, and it is sacrifice, but this is not martyrdom. This is not depletion, but the kind of giving that comes from wholeness. Giving that does not create resentment. Giving that doesn't cost you your nervous system. This gate lives in Aquarius, which matters. Aquarius is detached. It's strategic. It scans the future and it asks, what is going to sustain us next? 19 can be part of the early warning system. So what this might feel like over the next 6 days. Over the next 6 days, you may notice emotional hunger that does not have a clear object or cause. You might feel like you want something, comfort, closeness, reassurance, purpose, without being able to name exactly what that is. You may feel more sensitive to tone, more aware of emotional undercurrents, more impacted by other people's mood, stress, or need. And we really have to look at what's going on in the world here and apply that. Like, we are going to be more sensitive, and we are already sensitive. She is sensitive. Some people respond by reaching, texting more, wanting reassurance, overgiving. Others are going to respond by withdrawing, numbing, shutting down, needing space. Both are very normal. Both are information. What's important to know is this: 19 starts in the body, not the mind. So if you try to solve these feelings cognitively, you'll be missing the message here. So this is a very somatic check-in. 19 is deeply rooted in the body, specifically the root chakra and the adrenals. So this is very much survival chemistry. On a biological level, this gate corresponds to codon 19 in our DNA, which governs isoleucine, which plays a really key role in being able to stabilize our energy. The body is very literal. This regulates blood sugar and supports recovery under stress. So when this gate is active, the body becomes extremely honest. Low blood sugar can feel like emotional emptiness. Adrenal stress can feel like abandonment. Fatigue can feel like existential doubt. This is why people often feel emotionally, quote unquote, off during this time without a clear story. The story comes later, the sensation comes first. Epigenetically, 19 carries memory of communal survival. Generations of humans lived in conditions where resources were really scarce and belonging was non-negotiable. Those patterns still live in our nervous system, whether we want to believe it or not. And they surface during this transit as sensitivity to support, to safety, to sufficiency. This isn't to show us an error. This is a doorway that we can literally walk into right now. It's an access point. This is not pathology. This is very inherited intelligence, which is why I say again, do not make big life meaning from a dysregulated body during this gate. Let me say that again. Do not make big life meaning from a dysregulated body during this time. Eat, ground, rest, then interpret. There is also a karmic layer here that deserves gentleness. 19 often carries old contracts around loyalty and sacrifice and survival. Many people have lifetimes or family lines where having needs was dangerous, where asking meant rejection, where survival depended on being useful or agreeable. So during this transit, thoughts like, I shouldn't need this, I'll just handle this on my own, or I don't want to be a burden, can start to quietly rise up. This is not the universe testing you. It's the system asking to update the old agreement. Again, it's an access point. The lesson of 19 is not independence. It's healthy interdependence. Money is one of the clearest mirrors for 19 because scarcity here doesn't feel like numbers. It feels like a lack of support. So if you notice discomfort receiving, or guilt charging, or fear of spending, or pressure to give more than you can actually sustain, this gate teaches that money responds to nervous system safety. When the body feels supported, decisions are clean. When it doesn't, money becomes emotional regulation. This is not the week to force abundance thinking. It's the week to stabilize your foundation. Sufficiency before expansion. So as you move through the next 6 days, watch for subtle signals. Watch your relationships, especially where you overextend or disappear. Watch for feelings of emptiness. It's often a cue for nourishment, not meaning. Watch your body. Your energy dips, your hunger are really important data here. Watch your boundaries. They'll tell you where resourcing is needed. And watch your pull towards animals, nature, or quiet. Nonverbal regulation matters right now, so also be watching your inner dialogue around need. Needing something does not make you weak. Ignoring your needs is what creates codependence. So 19 is not asking you to feel less. It's actually asking you to feel supported while you feel. Sensitivity isn't the problem. Sensitivity is not a weakness. Sustainability is the lesson here. So we're not here to shut anything down. We're here to help the nervous system settle into sufficiency. And now we're going to tap.